mean, yeah, as long as we can see your rig and your box, we're all good.
Okay.
Evening, everyone. John's just come in. Yeah, that'd be fine. That'd be fine.
Cool.
That view's perfect. Yeah. So, what do you mean waiting for outside the box? We're on, bitch. Can you guys see?
Yeah.
Can you see the comments going up the side of the screen? People in the old chat. As a Shawnee boy.
I can see it, that? And it looks cool. Yeah, that's dope.
New favorite. Can I bring them up? So I go that. Oh, it does work. Okay. Good. Yeah, this is reality. Whoop, there goes gravity. Cool. Okay, you can see them. Brilliant. Okay, good. I don't know how quick it'll be. It's like a beta. It's a test. It's the only beta thing on this show. So I will wait. I'll wait for Yoni boy. How are you, have you shit yourself recently?
Oh, too many times this morning. Too many times. I got this addiction. I was talking to someone the other day. I smoked cigarettes between 17 and 23. Then I moved to gum. Always had to have gum. And then I got addicted to sunflower seeds. So I think I'm just eating too many sunflower seeds.
Oh, hello. Hang on. At the stage. There we go. Yoni boy.
Yo, what's up?
All right. Here he is.
All right.
Right, we're just talking about how Jeremy shat himself 5 times today because he's eating too many semen cakes or something.
I'm on my iPad. So, I'll be back in 2 seconds. I'm still listening though.
Okay, sorry. Jeremy's doing his shoulder workout. What's Sean saying? I got addicted to get my dick somewhere. That's fantastic. Let us know when you beat that addiction. He's like, yeah, he did. Yon is a few kilos down. I'll let you know. I also got addicted to meth and heroin, but I don't need to pull these up anymore. And I'll tell you why, because you can fucking see them on the side of the screen. So I can just say, yeah, that's good. Did he say he was calling in on his iPod? Yes, from 2004. That's a treadmill in the background. Can you see that?
Scotland's just a little behind.
We've got your competitor. He's eagerly. I mean, they are waiting in the hallway.
Is it Joe?
It's a they them. Don't stop putting the comments out. That's bullshit. Okay, so what do you think, Jon? You're muted, by the way.
Yo,
do you think?
No, I'm muted now.
Do you know the comments are scrolling up the side?
Yeah, are they shown on the screen? Are they?
Yeah, so everyone can see them. But Sean thinks we should keep putting up the comments. So this is a new thing.
I don't know if I can because I'm on my iPad.
Okay, cool. So this person,
what I bought today. 2 seconds before we bring.
What'd you buy? What'd you buy? Is it a massive dildo?
Better be.
That a drone?
Ooh, nice.
Yeah,
nice.
DJI Neo. I want to honestly see if we don't get invited to Rogue now. I'm gonna be fucking pissed because I'm buying all this shit to do stuff.
Yeah, but if we don't get invited, can't we just fly the drone in anyway?
Yeah, we could do.
Yeah. So that's
no
fine.
big deal.
And also, can you attach a butt plug onto that? Yeah. See, Augie's had the same idea. And
maybe not.
And then you can't.
Maybe not with that one. Maybe not with that one.
Imagine being in the shower and you just hear going on, and then it's just
and the butt plug's there. Hey!
Yeah.
Wait, Jon, you guys are open to get invited to Rogue as media? Is that what you said?
No, I was looking to get a spot as an athlete, but I'll take the media pass if I don't get invited on as an athlete.
Yeah, the media passes, they're the applications. Was it like fucking December or something?
Yeah, we applied ages ago, but they don't go out till like the summer.
Yeah, they don't come out till August. You don't know if you've got a media pass to August, but the spectator tickets have been on sale for months now. So if you don't get a media pass, you then have to buy the scraps of what's left in the tickets. So they obviously it's encouraging.
Well, put it this way, Jason never found out until the week of last year.
Yeah.
Get out. Jeez.
Yeah, because he texted me saying I've got seats, literally 2 seats from you. And then he texted me the day off saying, "Unlucky, I've got media." And I was like, "Oh,
Good,
my son's
nice.
in the hospital. I'm not going."
Yeah.
That's wild.
Sorry, I missed what was going on. Did
So
someone say I was looking fat? Is that why you said?
Someone
I
said
lost
you're
weight?
looking really thin.
Oh, that's good. I'm the lightest I've been for about 10 years. No, that's
You
a
do
lie.
look
mate,
rather thin.
okay, your competitor is waiting in the wings, stroking his beard, waiting. So we need to make sure he gets his time. So without further ado, drum roll, please, Jeremy.
This is a rivalry.
Deep in the Savannahsphere is
Heidi Kroon.
Hi, Heidi.
Hi.
Hey, Heidi.
Hi. How's it going?
That was well played. Stroking the beard. I'm like,
my
oh,
beard.
look at this beard. Oh my god.
Not wrong.
I like it.
It's not wrong. It's true.
Yeah, exactly, Oggy. Whoa. So we're gonna tell you the workout. We told you both to get a rig and a box in view, and you've both got that. Jeremy's been through the setup, and I know that he's good to go, even though he hasn't got landscape mode on his Nokia 5110.
Oh god, I'm out.
So, shall put a shirt on. So the workout is going to be short but sweet, and it's going to be for time. So it's first past the post, basically. Now, Jon, where you're positioned on the screen, I think you're better off counting Jeremy. Is that all right? Yeah? And I'll count Heidi. So, look, we've had a few red herrings planted this week, obviously. So the workout is 8, 6, 4, 2, and then back up 4, 6, 8. So 8, 6, 4, 2, 4, 6, 8. And it's toes to bar and box jump overs, not burpees, just box jump overs.
24 inches for the
24 for you, 20
for Heidi. This will be a fast
30 for Heidi. Have you seen how fit she is? 30 inches. Come on, guys.
It's odd that can take 30 inches, not Heidi.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Right. Not me.
Yeah, so there's only the single round on the 2 in the middle. So there's no 2 rounds of 2. But Grant's not here, so we don't have to worry about discounting.
I hope so, Augustus.
Yeah. So just to reiterate, 8, 6, 4, 2, 4, 6, 8, toes to bar, and box jump overs.
With the step down for safety.
What do you reckon, Heidi?
We didn't even think of that.
No.
I said I hope so.
Probably. I mean, I don't think we're trying to tear our Achilles.
Okay, so step downs then.
You're not a rebounder, Heidi? You don't like to put your Achilles in jeopardy like that?
No.
Yeah, step down. We've done that the last 2 times.
Yeah, step down.
For safety committee.
Exactly.
Safety.
Yeah. Cool.
So do you want to take a minute to set up and warm, like do a few reps and toes to bar if you haven't already done warm up? And then we'll get cracking with the timer. I'll mute you if you want. Jeremy, keep your hand there. It looks like a legs with a vagina.
Am I louder now?
You like that?
Yeah, are you gonna mute us?
I'm at, yeah, well we're going, but you don't mute us so we can shout if it's like if you fuck up, just like we needed to for Grant.
Yeah.
That's cool.
All right.
Am I too far?
No, we can see you. Just if you could just do a couple of reps now, Jeremy, so we can see the toaster bar or that Jon can.
Jeremy, the Android user, doesn't get the full shebang.
Sacrifices must be made.
Is he fast?
Sweet, Jeremy.
I want to see if he's fast.
Yeah, he's.
Uh-oh.
Am I fast?
Uh-oh.
Only in CrossFit. Only in CrossFit.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
You're faster than that, Jeremy.
Right, good.
Okay. Okay.
So,
Ready,
Heidi,
Bob?
you happy with the rep range? Happy with the rep count? Happy with the movements?
Sure.
Yeah, good. Okay.
Sure.
Heidi, I don't want to get
Good
in your
enough.
head, but Augustus thinks you've got a dangerous setup.
He thinks the box is too
Why?
close to the rig.
I don't know.
What do
When
you
you
mean?
drop down, what he means is when you drop down from the toaster bar to go to the box, he's worried that there's not enough room and you might get shin when you might be able to do that.
Well,
but
what I was
think that's
hoping is I'd finish the toast bar and then I would like fling
Swing.
onto the box, and
Okay.
that would start my next rep. Is that
Okay,
is that
well,
chill?
yeah.
Can we do that
Why not?
or no?
Yeah,
I like
do what
that.
you want.
That's a good
Do what
idea.
you want.
Okay.
Right, so
Okay.
I don't care about athlete safety.
not a problem.
That's good to know.
Not what was it? Not our circus, not our monkeys. Strategy, good. So, Jon, do you want to have a timer for this, or just 3, 2, 1, go?
3, 2, 1, go. Yeah.
We don't really need a timer.
I'll time Jeremy to tell him how long it took him.
Okay. Right. I'll do the same for you, Heidi.
So 8,
Right,
6,
okay.
4, 2, 4, 6, 8.
Yeah.
During the competition. Well, head to head
Yeah,
with someone
Sean, we're hoping
virtually.
it's going to be about 4 minutes.
Did that work out?
Yeah. So we'll tell you
It's
afterwards.
gonna
what
take me like 10.
Our logic on this.
Stop it.
If Jeremy gets done, can you just tell me so I stop?
I'll just remove you. Yeah.
We'll just remove you.
Just cut my
No, we
thing from the
won't.
stream.
You got to finish it. You got to finish it. So,
Oy, oy, oy. All right.
right. So you can both hear. You've both got headphones on, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So if you want, let's start sat on. What do you reckon? Sat on the box, facing the rig.
Facing away from the rig.
Oh.
What, the other side of the
Like
box?
face, like yeah.
Okay. All right. Jeremy, did you
Like
hear
we're
that?
in timeout or something, or what?
Yeah.
Sat
trouble.
on the box is better. Yeah, like Jeremy.
Jeremy looks like Humpty Dumpty.
What? I want to see him. Wow.
I bet Heidi's feet can go on the floor.
Wow.
It's just a really big box. I'm 6'5".
Yeah. Have you got
It's like
Ken's box?
Ken's box. Yeah.
Right. We've had a few suggestions, but we won't run for that. So yeah, on 3, 2, 1, you can run round the box and then get set, but you've got to face your box for the toaster bar. Yeah.
Roger that.
Okay. Cool. Right. So
Roger.
can you both hear Jon's voice?
Hello.
Say something on. There we go. Yeah.
Oh,
I hear.
yeah.
Yes.
It's because I'm on my AirPods. I'm not on my thingy. I'll turn it up a bit.
Okay.
There we go.
Right. So
Hear me
you're
better
both
now.
gonna go- Yeah, that's better.
Sweet.
So you're both going to go on Jon's 3, 2, 1, go. So as soon as you hear go, just go. I'll try and do my timer when it says go, but we'll see. It's just first past the post. 8, 6, 4, 2, 4, 6, 8. Toaster bar and then box jump overs with a step down. Cool. Everyone good?
Sure.
Boy,
Excellent.
Oi.
Right. Here we go. Jon, over
We're
to you.
going in 10, 9. Don't worry, I'll continue the countdown. I didn't want to count down from 10. In 3, 2, 1, go. Jeremy's shifting.
Good.
Oh,
There we go.
Jeremy's screen's so small on my iPad.
Go.
I really need to concentrate to count his reps.
Yeah, that's all right. I think everyone wants us to get the reps right because it is going to be very close. And that is the point in these reps.
Nice. Oh, Jeremy's screaming block. I don't even know if he did that.
It's all right. He's
I'll
good.
trust him.
Yeah. So we're on the round of 6 at the moment. Here we go. It is absolutely
neck and
neck.
neck.
But remember, we're on the round of 4 now.
Fours. Heidi's off first.
Neck. Here we go, and we're on to the round of 2. So we're going on to this 2, couple of singles. Here we go, and then we're over. So after this, they're back onto the round of 4. We're on to the round of 4 reps now.
Still neck and neck. Fuck, we should have did another rep. They're going to finish at the same time.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Oh, Heidi's slowing down. Heidi's slowing down. Jeremy's up already.
Nearly there, Heidi. Come on.
Jeremy's off.
Right, let's go, Heidi. Pick it up. Right, so we're nearly there now. Last push. Let's get this last set done with. Straight up. Let's go.
Jeremy's on.
Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Let's go, Heidi. Pick it up. Keep it going.
Go on. Barry says you should be doing more CrossFit, Heidi.
Oh, that
Jeremy's
was
finished.
close.
Here, sub 3 on both.
That was 2:32 for my life. Hang on, you're both muted. Hang on. Let me unmute.
You weren't even doing it, were you, Heidi?
Yeah.
Yes, I was.
Yeah.
Oh, you were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heidi was like
Where'd you
Heidi
get
was,
to?
Heidi was less than 2 seconds slower than you. Jeremy won by
Really?
about 2 seconds. Yeah, 2:30. Heidi came
Dang.
in 2:32.
Yeah.
Nice job, Heidi.
2 seconds.
Heidi was ahead until you went back up to the 6s by about a rep each time.
That was well close.
Nice job.
Yeah, and what we didn't say was the loser has to take the winner for a date. Yeah.
Oh, puke.
Oh my god, that's right. I'm repugnant, guys. Stop it. Stop
So
it.
it was only 2.5 minutes. So Heidi, I'm going to say this. I've spoken to a lot of Jeremy's exes, and I've asked them the same thing. It's only 2.5 minutes. How was it for you?
Good.
Yeah.
That's longer than he usually lasts.
I felt myself slow down on those. I felt it as soon as you said, "Oh, Heidi's slowing down." There were 2 box jumps where I went too slow. I felt it.
Trish has given you some words.
So,
if you hadn't stopped to touch the bar upright every time, you would have won. Trish thinks you're autistic. Trish thinks you're autistic because you stopped to touch the upright every time.
what does that mean?
Stop to do what?
So just
Slenderman's giving you.
Yeah.
When there's a big long erection in front of her, she can't help but just grab it.
Yeah.
We're all guilty of that. Yeah. But Heidi, was it a fairly snappy, fun workout? Was it fatiguing? What did you find? What went? What was it that made you slow down?
David Weed's approval.
I think if we would have added around a 10 at the beginning and a 10 at the end, that would have made it nastier, because then at the end, I think the person be thinking about, should I break these up? Because at no point was like needing to break them. I didn't even think so.
Yeah. Well, that was
Not even that last set of 8. You didn't feel it?
No.
No.
No, good. That was the logic behind the programming. Yeah, that was the logic behind the programming. I think if we wanted that de-escalate and then escalate back up, so reverse pyramid, inverted pyramid, and we wanted the reps to be manageable, just about unbroken. So I think if we'd have had a 10, it would have got to a point where we'd have had to have broke.
Augustus is right here. I think Jeremy would have got unbroken on the 10s as well.
Yeah. But we Yeah. Okay.
You didn't ask me, but I would
It was
say
fun.
21, 15, 9. Yeah, it was definitely fun. 21, 15, 9, 15, 21 would have been appropriate. A
We
lot
did
longer, but
have
appropriate.
we
Now-
had a few different ideas for this workout, not just with the toaster bar and box jump overs. We've got next week. If I can get who I want on next week, we've got a spicier one for next week.
Yeah. And Jeremy, as we have done with Grant's workout, this was engineered. If we'd have done 21, 15, 9, Heidi wouldn't have gone unbroken. So it was engineered
It's
for
true.
who's on here.
to push Heidi, yeah.
Yeah, to get
I
Heidi
had
to
it
be able
again.
to, yeah. So that was
She
the
almost
logic.
did.
Yeah, she bloody did.
Not
So
quite.
It's hard to create separation in that low of a rep scheme. That's why I said 21, 15, 9. Not that there's anything wrong with the rep scheme, but if you're trying to like create separation,
yeah, exactly.
it would, toes to bar and like higher box get overs, something like that. That's
Yeah.
where separation is going to happen. But
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, precisely. But we weren't after that. We wanted it as close as we could get it. Yeah. So the threepeat, Jeremy, the threepeat.
I know.
yeah,
Dang.
We need someone like Augustus to come on, but he's got a job.
Right.
He would.
I have a
he
job
wouldn't-
like a
too.
real
Come on,
athlete.
Gus. Heidi's got a job.
Well,
Someone who
Heidi's
gets out
finding a
gym
date.
needs to come on.
Heidi is actually at work in her gym at work,
I'm-
so she's got to get back to work. So
I'm
but-
working right now.
yeah, this is work. So Heidi, thank you very much for coming on. Much appreciated.
you.
Thanks,
you.
Heidi.
Hope you-
Good to see you.
Thank you. Have a
Okay,
lovely
all right.
day.
Thank you, Kroom. Bye.
Hang around because we've got some other people coming on.
Yeah, we have in a bit.
Today? Oh, yeah, you guys have an announcement, right?
We have.
Yeah, soft launch.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So
I'm in a hard launch.
Jeremy, hang around in the chat for us, will you? We want your approval.
Okie doke.
Is that all right? Nice
Peace
one.
out,
Thank
fellas.
you. Thank you, reigning champ. See you next week.
Yes, sir.
Bye-bye.
Killing the black man.
Jesus, that's close. Fuck me.
I know.
Always launch off. Yeah. So, guys, that was a thank you, Heidi. Much appreciated. Thanks for coming on. You did bloody well within 2 seconds, which is awesome. So we nearly did it. We nearly engineered it perfectly. I reckon if we didn't have the round of 2 in the middle, it would have been perfect. All right.
What time are our guests coming on?
I don't know. Soon, but we can chat shit for 5 minutes. So, guys, do you like the scrolling comments on the screen? Because that's a setting that we can turn off and on. I just wanted to see how it worked.
I like seeing it when I'm watching
Yeah.
Lauren Khalil's show, but I can see the comments anyway.
Yeah, we
But
can.
if people are watching it back without the live chat on, then they can see it. Because I hate when I watch a show back and it doesn't have the live chat up, and I don't know what
Yeah.
people are replying to. Because
Yeah.
sometimes it doesn't populate straight away.
Yeah.
So yeah, it looks weird just now because I'm on the iPad, but I know it.
Yeah.
I know it looks much better on the thing. Like, and I'm literally sitting at my kitchen table, like with my iPad propped up on
Yeah.
that DJI box.
Yeah. We will still bring it up like this. We can still bring up comments and it's fine. I love that weird fucking picture. But it's
Ball
nice to
sack,
have it
isn't
there.
it? Yeah.
It is a ball sack. Ball sack. Isn't that like a name of a UFC fight or something? I don't watch UFC. Too manly for me. Yeah. Whose balls? They better not be Fergie's balls. No,
I think
Fergie's
Fergie's
a
balls would be
much-
bigger than that.
Yeah, he's much bigger than that.
Philip has only just started conversion. He's actually in a meeting at the moment.
He is.
He apologized. Yeah, apologized for not being here.
He is. He did
Or in the
actually
chat.
say, sorry, I can't be there, but I really want to be here to watch the chaos. So our guests are a couple of minutes away. Anything we want to...
Right, we haven't really discussed, because I was looking in the chat there. Augustus has got a really good workout, right? But that's what we didn't like. Using ergs on this, it'll be awkward for people to face up the camera. We just need to trust that they do the calories or the distance, which I'm assuming people would be pretty honest, but it just throws in that other dynamic of not being able to see the monitor.
So the thing you have to remember with this show is there's obviously a bit of fun, but also
it started off with Grant getting in touch. Did we tell him last week?
Yeah.
So it started off with Grant writing his own workout that he thought that he could beat Jeremy at.
Yeah.
So it was just a ploy if I can have a bit of fun, and then it's developed.
So so these workouts, obviously we're capable of programming 2-minute workouts up to hour-long workouts of all complexities and rep schemes, volumes, distances, time domains, everything. Thing is, these workouts are going to be specifically engineered for the person coming on to try to beat Jeremy or to keep it as close as we can and as simple as we can. We don't want to complicate too much. So that's the point in all of this, and it's just a bit of fun. It's not Kill Taylor. It's not anything else. So we just keep it as simple as we can. But yeah, it'll be good. What's Jezebel done? Jeffers. Today is 8 intervals of 500 row rest into 5-4 bench. The bench is easy. Like I did sets of 15 this morning. That's all I did. Active recovery today was 5 sets of 15 bench. And that was at 90 kilos, whatever that was. 200 pounds, I guess, something like that. This is your full marathon. What, as in running or rowing?
I've never done a full marathon, but I might say it here. Actually, no, because I don't know if I am going to sign up for the Loch Ness Marathon or not. But I was speaking about it today. But I did just before I came on and signed up for the hybrid games.
All right, cool.
The month before we do High Rocks.
Good.
Which is like it's a new thing in the UK that are kind of competing with High Rocks.
Yeah, that's good. It's good to be able to get out and try new shit. I saw another one come up, and it was.
It's got the hybrid games. It's got a salt bike and it's got dumbbell snatches as well. And it starts with the wall balls. It's a 600-meter run and 150 wall balls.
Yeah,
that's
good. There's one called the Ranch Games. That's just started. I think it's the second year, and it's like in a field somewhere.
I've seen that on Instagram, and then there's another one called the Brawl Games or something, and that's also out in a field.
Yeah, I might get one of them. We can get one of them on, have a chat about it.
Yeah, there's that one I said, Clash of the Clans. That's a Scottish one. That's a team comp. That's CrossFit though. Jake's not going to start. He's not going to start running. He's not. He says.
I'm not doing any running for High Rocks.
None. He says he's just going to lose 5 kilos.
All I'm going to do is lose 5 kilos. I'm going to try and prove everyone's point that, like gymnastics, all you got to do is just lose body weight and you're fine. So I'm going to do that with cardio as well. One. Reckon the pink one. Right, our guests are on now.
I would love to get Mason to call it. Mason would smash the fuck out of Jeremy.
So I think if we can get Mason on 1 week, and it can be like a 1K row. 1K row. Done. Right, so we're going to add in our guests right now. Let's add them on. All right. Are you the right way round? Or do you want to be the other way around? What do you prefer?
I don't. Whatever. Thank you, Jake. He knows it bothers me.
There's always a pattern. Have you had a good day?
Yeah. Good. Yeah. Just running out from work. That was awesome, though. I got to see it. Heidi smashed it. That was amazing. That was fun.
Are we technically saying that Jeremy won because there was a lot of glitching on his camera? So are we sure he did all the reps? We're gonna trust him in cheat reps.
Yeah, we trust him.
We have to trust him on that. I think we can't not trust him. So where the hell do we begin? Do you want to?
You guys want to come out? I know you wanted us to help you come out. So
yeah, I'm gay. Oh, we're talking about the podcast stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not gay.
So we're having a bit of a coming out party. So we, well, I'll tell you what. I'll let Garrett. Do you want to?
Let Garrett do it.
Well, we'll let Garrett do it. Garrett already came
Yeah.
out. I've been out for like 30 years.
Good.
No, well, we wanted to team up, right? And we're doing this. We didn't want to do it separately, so we're gonna bring the podcasts together and kind of make it one big giant project for us. I think it'll make it a little easier for all of us because we all have kids and jobs and spouses and whatnot. And I just thought it'd be fun. And
Oh yeah.
And I just waited for you to get a game show. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, we're in. Get them in. So it last week Garrett came in
outside the gay box. There you go.
Yes. Or inside gay boxes.
Yeah, inside.
Yeah.
David Weed eating the box.
Eating the box.
Eating the box.
That's a
There
good
you
one.
go.
Another very good one.
Oh,
So-
man, you guys were better at this than we were.
Yeah. So here's how we've what we've ended up within all in agreement. What we're gonna do, we've got Dave Lippenstein, as we call him, Lippensteel. We've got Dave, I can't remember his fucking name, Lipson.
Dave Lipson, don't call him Lippensteel on Sunday.
We've got him scheduled on Sunday to be on the show. We're going to host that now on the Glinton Things platform on the channel, and that will be our first show on that channel. So this show right now here will be the last one that we host on this channel. So we're going to
This is going to be where I just post my gay porn vids from now on.
There you go.
There you go.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But we're going to.
Oh, Barry
Yeah,
McCockiner.
that'll go.
Yes.
Fast.
Barry for the win.
Oh,
Where is it?
Clinton.
Oh, that
Clinton.
Oh my God,
Clinton.
that's what Seb
Clinton
wanted to
things.
call it.
But that was, Barry came up with that. He owns
Yeah.
that.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. So now what we're going to do secretly, we're just going to send Jeremy a link to this one every week so that he's on his own. But yeah, no, we will.
Don't unsubscribe because I will post on this channel. Sorry, Jake.
Oh, you will. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, fucking right. Yeah, we'll keep sitting rolling on it, but not shows.
Okay,
It
just
might
recorded.
just be fucking workout videos.
Okay.
Cool. That's cool.
Cool. So the plan for the channel, we're gonna obviously, you guys have built up this huge following, and you're nearly at that amazing round number of 1,000. So we're gonna be privileged to be able to come onto your channel and to host shows via your channel. Hopefully, pick up some numbers all with you. I 100% missed the announcement. What happened? Why, beautiful? Well, Jeremy. You can rewind.
Jeremy's always the last to know.
He is Jeremy.
We told him not to leave.
Yeah, we did, and he left. So no. So to recap, we're going to be hosting all of our shows on the Glinton Things platform from now on. Exactly the same principles, but under the banner of Glinton Things channel. So all of our shows will be over there from now on, including Sundays.
Yeah.
shows.
So this will be the last one here.
This will be the last live show.
I'm excited for Dave,
Yeah.
especially
so
with
am I.
you guys. That's gonna be a lot of testosterone on one channel. That's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I don't think he gets enough credit.
It's a merger.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All the US Office fans will like that. Jake will not know what I'm talking about
yeah.
with the merger.
Yeah, the Slough and Swindon branches.
There we go. Yeah.
So we're really excited and we're really grateful for the opportunity because you guys have spent a lot of hard, hours and time building out that channel. So to be part of it will be really cool for us.
Well, we're grateful for you guys.
Yeah.
I mean,
And that
you
you
guys
trust us to
really
come over.
have been a part of our journey since we started, since she got the great idea to do this podcast and whatever. And you guys were one of the first couple people that hung out in the chat with us, and then she got closer to both of you, and then you guys started coming on and being part of shows, and then consistently did and feedback, and
it's been so fun. Yeah,
we've been building this friendship for so long. It only made sense to be like, hey, if you want to do this, like, let's do this. And we wouldn't want it to be anybody else but you guys. We're just very, very grateful for all the support you guys have given us and just the friendship that we've built. So we're very excited too.
Right. Thank you very much. And we can't wait to get started.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'll be all fun and games. Colleen, was it our hilarious videos we were sending on Instagram that pushed us over the edge?
That's really won her over.
Dude, the one that you sent me today, I'll never be able to fall asleep again. I
haven't seen
don't
it
watch it.
because
you'll never
guys
sleep again.
saying,
I didn't watch it.
Never be able to sleep. You didn't watch it either, Jan?
Nah, not yet.
It's well,
I've not watched any.
Say what you really want to say. Just say it's gay. Just say gay. It's fine.
It's really good. I won't find it now, but yeah. It's awesome.
So I'm not gonna watch that one.
Yeah, don't do that one. The one I comment on, don't watch it. You won't sleep ever again.
Oh man.
It's not
The one with the balloons.
Yeah, it's not graphic. It's not like there's nothing like.
No, but it's a clown.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's
super weird.
A really gay clown.
A really gay clown. Yeah, a really scary gay clown.
And I wonder if I can
like young cat.
Here.
Oh God.
Here we go.
Oh my gosh.
This is what you've got yourself in.
Your brain just works in weird ass ways.
Not my brain.
I like that bit.
Oh God. Okay, Jan, we're good, man.
I just want to clarify. I didn't make that video.
Yeah. See.
Oh my God.
See, no more balloon animals. No more. Yeah, seriously.
Yeah. So
I wish I watched that this morning. I'm glad I watched that live.
10-minute long video too. It never ends.
Did you watch the whole thing?
Me? No, I shut it off about.
Jake, did you wait? Who sent it? Who sent it? Jake sent it.
Jake sent it. I never sent that one. That was the first time I watched it.
Oh man!
I wanted to see where it'd end up.
No.
The video, not the balloon.
I was gonna say, did you really?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So that's my entire.
Haley says that. Haley tells me that all the time. Take from that what you will.
Good. Joe Ellis is on this
Saturday.
Cool.
Yep.
Okay. Nice one.
Yeah,
and
I'm excited too.
Is that in place of Kill Taylor?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't know what they're doing. I don't know if they know what they're doing for Kill Taylor yet. Have you heard it? I haven't seen anything.
Is it this weekend? It's the Syndicate competition or not?
No, next weekend the Syndicate.
Right. Okay. Cool.
Oh, next weekend? Why did I think?
I thought it was next. Too? No, this is more. No, next weekend I think.
Okay.
Got it. Can you explain who Joe Ellis is? I don't really know who she is either.
Joe Ellis is a trans woman who flies for the. I think it's for the Army. Don't quote me on that. I'm not sure. And
Blackhawks, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not to be confused with Black Cocks.
That's what I thought you said.
Oh no!
You glitched first.
Sorry. Yeah, my bad.
Black Cock down. What?
Damn.
Yeah,
where's Jeremy? Oh, there he is.
Jeremy was off the show.
And when that, I've never seen it.
Tune in on Sunday.
When that helicopter went down in the river in New York, they thought it was her that was flying it, and so they made this big deal that there was a trans woman flying.
Oh, so
the helicopter.
It wasn't her.
It was not her, and so when she woke up in the morning, her phone was like on fire. Her, and she's like, "Hey, I'm not dead. I'm here." Like everybody
Well,
thought she was.
Was she already a listener of Savan's show before this happened, or did she just come in? Because
Yeah.
she's always in the chat. Oh, so she was a listener of Savan beforehand.
I think she watched him for a very long time and then kind of stopped watching it during when it got super, super political. Not that it's not super political now, but
Yeah.
but now she's back.
Okay.
Yeah. Now
Mhm.
she's back watching and she's in the chat all the time. And they actually had a long phone conversation. I don't know if any of you guys got to hear that, but it was pretty interesting. The phone conversation that they had together. She called in. It was cool. Yep, Mason. That's exactly. Yep. Oh no.
Wait a minute. He lost his front tooth last night.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. There you go.
All right.
Nice.
There
Hold
we
that,
go.
Donnie.
Say hello.
Hello.
Right, off you go. Off you go,
No.
Donnie. You got your 4th stripe tonight, didn't you?
Yeah.
Right, off you go. Can you go now? Tina, can you go out, please? Bye-bye. Yeah. Shut the door, please. Thank you.
That's why we have to wear headphones, because if our kid hears what you guys are actually saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have got some. I just don't like wearing them.
It takes a while to get used to, but we had to, because we'd be on with having certain conversations with y'all, and our kid would run in and out. I'm like, you don't need to hear anything they're saying.
It's like listening to stuff, or if YouTube,
headphones.
if YouTube gets stuck on like a loop where like the next episode goes to a random one and Savan comes on the show, I'm like, get out, don't listen to this.
Yeah. They know.
I kick about in my house with one of those, and just like if I'm listening to stuff.
They know Savan's voice now, and they'll know if I'm watching it, and they'll go, "Oh, Savan on," because they'll hear his voice on my phone or my computer. I'll be like, "Yeah, that means you need to go outside."
Yes, we can listen to that. Yeah.
And Sean, I think we got him up to a 20-kilo bar about a couple of months ago, which is not bad because he weighs 25 kilos, so he's not quite a body weight yet, which I'm really disappointed. He's 6 years old now. He should be able to bench his body weight. Yeah, good. So yeah,
you cannot bench his body weight at all. Not even close.
He can hit a baseball though.
He can.
Oh, has he got long levers?
Yeah, he's really tall.
Right.
Very, very.
Yeah, he's almost 5 foot.
He's 5 foot.
Yeah.
Already. He's only 8.
Yep.
So yeah,
he's long.
Yes.
Very long.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sounds good for athletics. Have you already started thinking about have you already given that any thought about what sports you think he might be more predisposed towards and you'd like him to play at all?
He's kind of picked it himself as it is. He's into swimming, he's into baseball, incredibly into baseball, and he likes flag football. So he kind of the soccer thing. Yeah, he was into soccer for a little while, but flag football really got him, and now he's just obsessed with baseball. So
cool.
So we kind of want to see what this looks like. So as we've talked about before, G gets very fixated on certain things. So it's like whatever the new topic is, it's like an obsession. So he's got his, baseball cards, watches baseball, all these type of things. So we want to kind of see if that, like what happens over the summer, if he's still interested in it over the summer or next year before we really start to, but I don't know if I've asked you guys this, parents' perspective or whatever, about putting kids into.
That's what I saw too.
Putting kids into a sport, like specializing a sport so young, because some parents, even on Garrett's team that he's on right now, like they're already having their kids have like one-on-one private sessions to learn how to throw a ball or how to swing a bat. Like, Jake, for you, are your kids specialized right now, or are you letting them kind of pick their sports, but there's those 1 or 2 sports that you're like, you're going to take this because you need to do this? Because I know they do jiu-jitsu, right?
Yeah. So we got back from jiu-jitsu about an hour ago. So they do 3 hours a week of jiu-jitsu. So 3 classes. One of them's 1-on-1, well, 2-on-1. So they do PT in the daytime just because we're homeschooled, so we can. And there's a comp session on a Friday night that they go to. So there's only 6 of them in that class, and it's because they've got this comp in July that we're traveling for. So they're doing that. So So they do that. We swim. Kate, my wife's the swim instructor.
Mhm.
So again in the daytime on a Wednesday we go to the pool, and they have an hour of just first a little bit of technique work, a little bit of breathing work, but they love water and being in there. And they're proficient. They can both do. They can't tumble turn, but they can do like 50 meters freestyle,
Mhm.
without putting their feet down. They do CrossFit twice a week at the gym. They do what else they do? Athena does acro, so like we've talked about in the
Yep.
past, like dance and gymnastics. We pulled her out of gymnastics because she was doing 12 hours a week, which is quite a lot, and most of that time she's got attention deficit is like her middle name. She just cannot sit still or cannot concentrate on being coached for any more than 10 minutes at a time. So we realized that the swimming, and we've got a lot of family friends that have either on the spectrum or got ADHD, and I think that the head down swimming in the water, less stimulation in terms of noise and kind of going on, it really does help them kind of narrow down their focus. So we've got athletics on a Thursday night as well that we go to every other week. So sort of track and field. But for me, the beautiful thing about where I live is that you're 10 minutes away at any given point. You're 10 minutes away from a club. So we do something every day. We're not specializing in so much as that's the only sport they're doing. However, we do PT with all of it once a week plus group work, because we want to make the most of homeschooling. It tires them out, and we just want them moving and knowing everything. And I took a leaf out of Savon's book, and we just throw tennis balls and catch, and we do like pistols, and we do like balance beam work, and we just do cartwheels and rolling, and just general movement patterns, and just enjoying moving and exercising. And if ever they say, they cycles as well. I know Mason said that earlier. But he cycles once a week, and he's always out at the front with his mates, just cycling downhill and scootering and all that kind of shit, and just mucking around. And you should see the state of his legs. He's
boys being boys, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so and anyone that tells you girls and boys, generally speaking, obviously not everyone, but boys and girls are completely different in that respect. Like there's a group of 6 or 7 girls out the front of our house that play, and there's a group of 6 or 7 lads, and the difference is like being at a zoo and looking at 2 different cages. It's nuts. So we want them, and at any given point, if either of them said we want to do more of this, or we want to try this sport, or we want to try a new sport, we'd be more than happy for them to do it until the age of probably 12, 13. If they say when they're in their teens we want to do CrossFit as a for fitness racing, I would say fine, I can back you up there, whatever you want to do. However, it wouldn't be my priority to put them towards there. I think it should be secondary to other sports. Just getting a general feel. Their granddad was an Olympic lifter. He won the Commonwealths twice, gold medalist there. He's a very, very good lifter. Their whole family, Katie's side, not mine. They're really athletic and sporty, and they've got the mindset for it all. There's a massive base and a big background behind it that we want to give them all the opportunity to try everything. And at the age of 11, 12, 13, then start to whittle down the sports to the ones that they show competency or want to do more.
Yeah.
And because I think competition is really important as they get older, to keep on top of that rather than just sort of everyone's a winner sort of thing. And hard work. And like I said, they both got Donnie got his 4 stripes tonight, Athena got her 3rd. But the feeling of earning that, they've worked hard, all those hours of effort and listening and being coached, and they're rewarded with this physical thing that they've earned that no one can take away. And it's really important, I think, for kids to have those goals, and something to work on and be disciplined towards. And it's a really tricky thing, trying not to be too disciplined, but at the same time need to instill that desire to be disciplined. I don't want to discipline them. I want them to be disciplined themselves. So it's using sport and everything around the house to do that. Like last week, I know Mason brought it up as a sort of in jest, but last year it was really sunny last week, and they wanted to go in the cold tub that we've got in the garden, which is, they love that. But I said to them, tell you what, if you cut the edges of the grass, you can go in there. So I went into the kitchen and got kitchen scissors and gave them a pair, and they just went round and they cut all the grass with the kitchen scissors. It took them like an hour. It took them an hour, but they did it. So, and for me, that was a win because they earned then what they wanted. So it takes time, man. It takes so much effort. And one of the hardest things for me to hear is not my we're getting there with my kids, but when you get these teens and 20-year-olds and people say to their parents, "You're lucky your kids are this well behaved," or "You're lucky that your kids are like that." That's not luck. That is hard work. That is from the age of 0, making sure that they understand authority, they understand discipline, hard work, effort gets rewarded, the feeling of having earned things. No iPads all the time for kids that don't need them, for everything.
Yeah.
Just these tools, these disciplines, and it is constant. You have to be on it all the time. And when they get to the age of 15, 16, 17, and they're really good little humans and they want to earn, they want to work hard. We do business studies with Athena, my daughter, and she's starting to make bracelets and rings, packaging, buying it on Amazon, packaging stuff, printed it, selling it, understanding like spreadsheets about profit and loss. She's 7, and she wants to do that because she's been to markets with her mum selling stuff. She understands that if I put all this hard work in now, I get money put in my hand, and I've earned that. So from a young age, but we have to. It's hard work. It's real hard work, but eventually they will be made for life. When they get to 18, 19, 20, we won't want to say goodbye. We won't want to be bye-bye. We've done our job. See you later. But you can, at that point, be safe in the knowledge that you've done everything that you could, and they're good humans, and they're going to be productive. They're going to be in society, helping, be earning their way, not sponging off everyone, and trying hard to make people in the community better. And that's what we want from our kids. And so everything that we're doing kind of gears up towards that discipline and critical thinking and understanding logic and being kind rather than nice. That's a big thing in the house we're talking about at the moment. And just being tidy. I know Grant's in the chat, but tidying up your mess, not leaving mess around all the time for other people to clear up. Yeah. And
he just leaves shit.
He's a tornado.
I'm like, wait, can you put that back where it belongs? He's like, oh, I didn't realize. I was like, no, you did fucking realize. Just put the shit back where it's supposed to go.
Yeah.
Put it back where you're supposed to go. But I love that principle because you do hear so many times, like, and we don't know until we're a little bit older, but if I wasn't put in competitive dances early as I would I still love it now? Would I have stayed with it a little bit longer? You know what I mean? Because there is that pressure, and you do have to find the balance of how much competitive is worth it versus too much, because then you do get those feelings of, I don't want to fucking do this anymore. And we are living in a society where more people want to spend time just sitting on their phone and having everything handed to them versus actually doing the work to achieve something, not just get something, but to actually achieve something. And so that's why, for us, it is that working with him, just because he's on the spectrum doesn't mean that we don't want him to be a productive member of society. And that's why when people say to us, like, well, don't be so hard on him, I'm like, I'm not being hard on him. I'm not, because being respectful, and Garrett has a very hard time not interrupting people. He has a thought and he has to tell you it immediately. And he wants to continue to go on repeat of what he wants to speak of. And that's the only thing that he wants to speak on. That's the only thing he wants to listen to. And so we're trying to break that habit with him, where it's like, we can talk about this for a couple of minutes, but we need to focus on this and don't interrupt, even when he's being respectful and saying, excuse me, but he'll say it 100 times until he can finally say what he wants to say. And so being able to have a back and forth conversation, which is his number one thing that they're working on in speech and stuff like that, of I say something and then you respond to what I actually say, not responding to what your brain wants to talk about right now, which in this case is baseball. That's just his obsession right now. He just wants to talk about baseball cards and all that type of stuff. So I'll redirect him and be like, okay, bud, we'll talk about that in a second. But I asked you this question. Can we talk about this question? You know what I mean? And we do. We have to be on our kids. We see so many of his kids right now, so many of his peers right now, that we look at each other and I'm like, what am I looking at?
Mm-hmm.
because they're so bad. You know.
And again, like, it's hard work. Yeah, like you've said, obviously, young Garrett, little G, he's on the spectrum, and you're not using that as an excuse just to get out of jail free card for him being like disruptive or unable to talk or communicate on a certain bandwidth. We're not using that as a crutch or an excuse. You're still working on it, and you're trying to make it, happen.
Oh, is that Adam?
Hey, I was muted. But the thing is, so my
his
daughter,
red hair. His
great,
hair
isn't
is so red. Like,
Yeah,
I
it's
thought my hair was red. His hair is fire engine red.
proper Scottish red, that is. Hey.
Oh my God. I always love when Jan puts pictures up of him.
I know, but it's one of those where, like, it's a work in progress. It's every hour of every day. And my friends that have got kids that are going to school, and I think a couple of people in Savon's chat get this notion completely wrong. It's not you're a shit parent.
A little bit out.
It's not that. And what I think the miscommunication there is where obviously Savon's got a tone about him, and he has to on here. And to put a point across, you have to say it quite abruptly. But with the kids, I'll come back to that in a sec. With the kids, we want them to be complete. Like, people use the Jocko phrase, extreme ownership. Like, I'm talking to my kids at the moment about taking accountability for everything. So an example of that today was, my kids know not to go around the corner on their bikes and up the road, even though it's safe. I just don't want them down there. So my son went round the corner to his friend's house to knock on the door. And I found out because one of the kids sort of shouted, Donnie's gone around the corner. Come and got him in.
Snitch.
And one of the first things I said to him, you've got one chance to tell me what happened. After that, if I find out,
I'm gonna knock your tooth out.
Yeah.
And we all know what happened there.
I got the second tooth out. His mum got the first. But I asked him, and I said to him, you get one chance to tell me the truth. And we always say, if you tell the truth, the punishment won't be as bad as if you've lied to us. So he told me, but the first thing he said was, Athena, my daughter, Athena told me to. So we've been working on this. So this is the boring bit. I said, no, Donnie, I want you to be accountable. Tell me what,
David,
Tell me what you did. I don't want to hear other people. I don't want to hear all of that. I want to hear what you did wrong, or what you know to be wrong. So he said, I went round the corner and knocked on Isaac's door, the other boy. So I said, thank you. Every time now we want them to be accountable, we just say to them, tell me what you did, blah, 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 blah. I would have spat this. Yeah. But so it's this ripple effect. And this is going to answer a few questions that people have had in the chat that I've been reading to the side, and Savon's thing about homeschooling. The amount of time we spend with them is every fucking day, every hour. There might be, 2 hours a week where one of us aren't with them. They're always constantly with a parent in the room or in the house or within a minute away. There's 2 hours, probably 3 hours a week that they're not near one of us. That entire time. If they are putting a foot out wrong, if they're being rude, if they're being unkind, if they're talking over people, we interject. We make sure that they know that we're on them. And on top of that, that goes into cleaning their room, not leaving shit out, tidying up after themselves, making sure they understand if they work hard in the mornings, they've got no schoolwork in the afternoon, and we'll go and do our fun bits, and we'll go for a walk or we'll go swimming. It is absolutely constant. It's a constant stream of updating, making sure they're on it, making sure they understand them. The biggest thing is making sure they understand the value behind why we're telling them what we want to do, why it's good to have a tidy house, why it's good to know where everything is, why it's good to be kind to strangers, why it's good to be kind to your friends, to let the coach talk and not make suggestions like my daughter seems to do to the coaches. She'll say, why don't we do this? And I'll be in the corner just looking at her like this, and she'll know she needs to be quiet and stop talking. But that's a thing that it is constantly being reiterated all day, every day. And it comes with its own stresses. You know, Katie and I have that stress of at the end of the day, you're like, fuck, now we said the same thing 11 million times today. But gradually it seeps in and we're getting these really nice, polite, productive, kind, cognizant contributors eventually. But it's just, it takes fucking time and it's just constant. And so when people that do send, and this is the bit that was about Savon, when people send their kids to school, they get 6 or 7 hours where they aren't in control and having to update and tell them and constantly update, and they're not on them. So you're missing out on that time where you can instruct constantly. It is stressful and it is hard work, but you are missing out on 6 or 7 hours of the day, which is a third of your waking day, where you're not reiterating those cognitive patterns and, you know, all those kind of things. It stresses, but what you end up with is kids exactly how you want them or how you want them to feel. And that's what Savon, I think, is trying to get at, is that if you want your kids to be exactly how you want them to be, you have to take complete control of that upbringing. There's no room for leaving them with with people for 6 or 7 hours to do the job for you. And believe me, Katie and I took a massive pay cut to be able to do it. Massive. Think half your income, massive, to be able to do this. But it was a sacrifice we're willing to make because we genuinely feel that we can make our kids have an extraordinary life down the road because of that.
Yeah.
You know, we haven't got a mortgage. We sold what are very expensive cars. We reduced our work hours. We go around the supermarket with a calculator every week. Everything is done precisely so that we have this freedom in the daytime to be able to do that. And by the way, if at any point it's not working and we genuinely feel they'll be better off at school, they go back.
That's the thing. That's it for us too. Is like, yeah, we were nervous in the beginning. The whole political thing and pushing politics in schools wasn't ideal for us. But we have a kid that he needs to go socialize all day. He has to. He has to learn how to make eye contact. He has to learn how to speak to his own peers. I mean, when he's home with us, he knows how to talk to adults, and he does all day long in the deli. He'll hang out in the deli and just talk to everybody. But he really does need to go to school. And I know that a lot of people say, well, you can socialize him at homeschool. And I'm sure you can. I'm sure there's a way. He needs that amount of time to go in there and just figure it out.
Yeah.
And so that's why. And he loves his friends and he helps his friends.
School.
Like,
he does.
We've told you this story before, but there's another autistic boy on his baseball team that's a little bit more on the spectrum than he is. And that kid follows Garrett around all over the place and is also having learned behaviors. You know, like he's learning from little G how to move around on a baseball team, how to move around in his classrooms, like things like that. So
yeah,
we thought it was important for him for that reason.
Yeah, for sure.
And for him, and Jan, I would love your kind of perspective. You know what I mean? Like how do you allow Adam to kind of figure things out without stepping too much in front of him, like blocking too much or stepping in and you get what I mean? Like, how do you allow him to kind of navigate and figure some things out on his own without kind of feeling like, oh my God, I need to like
being overprotective,
keep him in a bubble and keep him from doing certain things?
Adam's in a very different, I would say, I hate the term like, level of autism, but Adam's very different to, I would say, like little G, whereas Adam needs that one-to-one support pretty much 24/7.
Right.
So as Jake's saying, he spends all his time with his kids. Like Adam goes to school between 10, 9:30 in the morning, and I pick him up at 2, every day. And if he's not in the school, he's either with myself, Haley, or one of his grannies, which is, but that's maybe for an hour a day. I spend the majority of the time with Adam, and then when I go to do coaching, Haley's with him. But we still make him do, encourage him to do as much as we can himself. So going for a shower, getting dressed, choosing his clothes, I've just stuck toast on for him. He'll come and batter it, loads it, even if he struggles, we still
Mhm.
encourage him. And then when he is struggling, we step in and help. You know, if he asks for help, but
Yeah.
we try and make him as independent as possible. And he goes to school. I would love to keep him off and just do stuff with him all day, but he needs to be able to interact with other people because I'm not going to be here forever, and I don't know if he will live independently. But if he doesn't, he can't just rely on me and Haley the whole time. He needs to be able to, communicate with other people. He needs to be able to be comfortable asking for help from other people, and he needs to learn like how to be social. He needs to learn how to, to do things, out in the real world too. So yeah, he's 11 now, and when he was a toddler, we were told he might never speak, but now he never shuts up. You can see what I'm laughing half the time because he's appearing at the back door with stuff in the back garden, and he appeared with a pressure washer, and I was like, no, put it back. And then 2 seconds later, the back window was getting blasted with a pressure washer. So that's when I was like, run outside and I was tidying up the pressure washer.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, because he's a mischief. Yeah, he's just a mischief. Yeah.
Yeah, with Jake and you.
That's cool.
I'll be 2 seconds. But yeah, I try and encourage him to do as much as possible himself. But us, like sports, he's not interested in any sports yet. But he loves going on the bike erg, and he loves going into the garage gym and like throwing the slam balls and stuff like that. So I think I can get him encouraged into like the gym as he gets a little bit older. Yeah,
That's cool.
That's cool.
He's got his interests.
Guys, I gotta get back to work in a little bit. You kind of just fell in the middle, but I gotta finish up deli stuff. So
Oh yeah.
deli stuff.
Right,
That was a great show with Heidi and
So do I.
Jen. It was awesome. That was fun.
I've got some work to do. Absolutely buzzing about the merger, whatever we are calling it. Merger, whatever we're calling it.
Yeah, Heidi, you're
thankful for the opportunity.
Yeah, we are very excited too.
It's gonna be fun.
Very excited.
And I know Heidi says I don't know when to stop, but I don't think we'll say anything too outrageous that would get us cancelled, so it'll be fine.
We have said so much crap on that show already.
Oh my
it's not
gosh.
even like.
Listen, if we can go on Sevon's, so Sevon says all that he says alone.
Yeah.
Taylor and all of them,
I
they
think
say
we're
what they
good.
say. But if we can be on that show and someone calls in and says the N-word about 16 times,
dude,
I still haven't heard that yet.
Oh my god!
It was the last one that we did where it was just the two of us.
It was just
right?
the two of us, yeah. And then called back again, like he just spammed the shit out of me, and then called back and told me to sit on his face or something like that. And I was like, nah, bro, I don't do that. Like that's not.
Yeah.
I reckon that was Jeremy that was doing it. He loves calling in, that guy.
Probably. All right, boys, this is fun.
All right, thank you very much.
Excited. All right,
cool.
We'll
thank
see
you.
guys later.
Thanks, everybody. Bye, guys.
Bye.
I feel you, Papa B. Like, there we go. Yeah, he'll love the roar. Adam loves going on the bike erg. He's fucking rapid on it.
Good.
Anyway,
have
you got anything else to know?
No. I was just going to say, if ever we do want a show where we just want to get cancelled, we can just jump on this channel.
Yeah, I was like, when I was thinking, when I think Barry says, "Oh, shall I unsubscribe?" And I was like, "I don't." And I was thinking, like, what would we even post on this channel? To be fair, because if we're going to do it, even if we are going to do content, we'll just put it on Clinton stuff anyway.
Yeah, I want to drive everyone there. So.
This can just lay dormant, but I wonder if we could actually. Nah, there's no point in putting old episodes on that.
No, we're all good. We'll keep it on. We won't delete it, but we'll have this as the final one.
Yeah, so everyone, we've already got access to the Glinton StreamYard, so over the next kind of few days, we'll be transferring out like our backgrounds and stuff over there, and then we'll see you there on Sunday evening for David Lippensteel, not to be confused with Dave Hipston.
Right. Okay.
We need to get David. We'd be fun to get David Lippensteel on.
David
Is
Lip.
that's you've got me fucking confused with the names now. Eh?
I know.
David
I'm thinking,
Lipston. Dave Lipston. Oh, David, I would love to get you to come on. If you would come on, I would love it.
Just wear a mask. Just like wear a David Beckham mask or something. Or a Gianfranco Zola mask.
Or come on without the camera, but just audio.
Oh yeah. That'd be good. I'd love people to hear David's voice. I've got an idea.
Honestly, you don't even have to come on camera. Come on just audio. I would fucking love that.
Mm. Yeah. Good. Right. Well.
And we'll get Savvy in the chat to talk shit to you.
Just roles reversed. Amazing. Although I think Dave will be able to handle anything.
Yeah.
Which
would be good. It would be fun.
Right.
Right, guys. Well. Cheers.
So.
End of I think this is actually the